In this video, we're going to talk about how to take and get your app built someplace in the world, someplace probably globally using outsourced resources. What's up guys, my name is George Brooks and I'm one of the founders here at Crema. This is the way that a lot of first-time entrepreneurs get their app built. Again, it's because it's so inexpensive. You can get a developer as cheap as, so we'll say $10 to $12 an hour. That's insanely inexpensive, but that brings some challenges. Oftentimes there's a communication barrier, and this isn't always language. I know that's the first place that people go. Oftentimes it's just a matter of time zone difference. So you're dealing with the fact that you might have a request, which then takes 12 hours to respond, and then an answer, and you can kind of see how that will just take some time. Consider working with someone who's near shore rather than offshore. So someone who's in Central America or even South America, because they'll be in a similar time zone as you are, and likely will have a little bit closer maybe of a language parallel to what we speak here. Another thing is to consider that you really need to project manage this solution. Now, if you're gonna be that project manager, understand it's like having a full-time job. You really need to stay on top of making sure that the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed and the details are captured. This is one reason that you really also need to think about a very detailed specifications document. Now, you may have watched our other videos and referenced the fact that we don't exactly believe in specification documents.
Specification documents don't work.
But in this case, you really need one. You have to be extremely specific with what you need because the communication doesn't allow you to act collaboratively. The cost. How much does it cost to go offshore? You might hear a little bit of an undertone. This is not our favorite option. And here's the reason. We have seen that more often than not, the result takes times 3. Times 3 the cost, and times 3 the time. You're probably gonna be quoted something like between $5,000 and $30,000. It doesn't tend to usually be more than $30,000, but again, remember that times 3 thing that we talked about earlier. So $30,000 is probably what you'd be quoted in usually between 1 and 3 months worth of work. So again, super inexpensive. You're talking about tens of thousands of dollars, not hundreds. But it often takes iterating a lot longer than you thought in order to get to the result that you had hoped you would get the first time. Another thing is to ask for your code as soon as possible. You may not understand what's written there. You may not even know how to read the code, but having access to the code shows you that they're doing work and that you can kind of see the progress. So ask for code as soon as possible. Still not our favorite option though. All right guys, in the next 2 videos, we're gonna get into maybe spending a little bit more money, but getting a lot better quality. So we'll see you guys next time.